Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Cryptocurrency Trading Arbitrage. Please like, comment and subscribe. So we have left this big order in the order book, 150k, and I have moved it a little bit up. It was partially filled at $210 per ETH, but I am worried that the price will not come down here, and as we have clearly stated, we are doing arbitrage, we are not doing gambling, so I am afraid I'll have to just execute this against the market maker. So we are left with this much. So let's just buy it. I'm pretty sure that if I put my order here, it will not get filled. Because this is what I have done before, and the market maker was reluctant to give me a fill. Fine. That will change the funding a little bit on the contract, and that will favor us, which is good. Let's submit something else. A tiny buy. And that is us. Yeah, we have taken a small hit. We have, well, it's a small loss, but on the other hand, it looks like all our other orders, which were makers, got filled nicely, and they were kind of optimistic. They were above the spot price. So I don't think that we have lost anything on entering this trade. The only thing that remains an unfilled puzzle is the ETHUSD short, and it will take a while for these to get filled. It's these here, but fingers crossed, maybe we'll get our fills. So that's essentially what I wanted to do. How is this position? So we this is a gambling position, and we are still collecting funding. I think it's reasonable to just recap what has been going on and what are our positions, because it can be a bit confusing. So our our XBT/USD position has been a gamble. We have entered it somewhere here where it was really low, and the funding was very favoring. So either it hits 12k and we close it, or the funding becomes less favorable and we close it then because of the funding. XBT, so the main position is this one, where we actually have a large proportion of all this. Once the ETH XBT positions get filled, I think we can open more of these. Where are we with the risk limits? We're not too bad. So yeah, this is our main position, and we are gaining money on convexity. ETHUSD position is just to offset this one, and because the funding was unfavorable, we had to close part of it. It looks like punters who are using BitMEX testnet, they are not keen to buy ETH at the moment, and that hurts our funding. But now the funding will be significantly positive thanks to our buy, because the market makers have shifted their sells towards the buys, and we should benefit from that a lot, I hope. And it will be really bad to leave this order here hanging in the order book, waiting to be filled, and then the price departs from here and never comes back. As a result, we not only lose on a directional position, but also we lose on not having the benefit of the favorable funding. So now the funding will be way more favorable. So that is good. So our XBT JPY and XBT Korean Won position, these two are supposed to offset this position, and we are just waiting for the fills of XBT ETH contract. And that is essentially what's going on. I'll come back with a further update. And this is another update. So this is just too painful to watch this really pathetic funding on ETHUSD swap. It looks like there's just not enough people buying the contract. The mark price is below the spot price. Ethereum is going up. So up to here, this is actually a decent buy. So let's just buy this. And that's 6.7 Bitcoin worth of contracts. So let's sell 6.7 on the Korean won. Here will be fine. Yep. Maybe a bit higher up. And hedging ETH 312. We could put it here. So the premium is still there. We have sold some ETH XBT futures. And our main objective is to sell these at a decent premium. We still have some sells on the perpetual, but if the premium remains on XBT USD, XBT ETH XBT future, then we can execute everything here. So at the moment we only have 800 Ethereum short position. Okay, so that's all I wanted to do. Further update coming. Hi everyone, another update. The Ethereum swap has sold off a lot and now it's trading at a massive discount, so there's nothing else that we can do but to buy a lot of it. So 29k, that's 6.3 Bitcoin. So let's now sell 6.3 Bitcoin on let's say Korean won. I'm wondering where this. Okay, so let's keep these cells here. And 6.3. $290 ETH. So how is the premium on the XBT contract? It's still there, which is good. So we go for 290. Okay, that should help with the crisis of the funding. Now, how are we doing? So we're $1 below the, almost $1 below the spot price, the index price. Should we buy some more? I think we should. The lowest bid is, well, the highest bid is at $209. I mean, this is a complicated situation. So the open interest is 2.8 million contracts. And it looks like a large part of this is short. So we do only have $64,000 worth of, sorry, 6,000 contracts, which is 100K. I'm afraid we need to buy more of these. So I would guess we probably just need to close this position altogether. And that would actually make a lot of sense. And that would save us a lot of money on funding. So we have to do that. So we will move completely away from shorting the ETHUSD swap. Fine, let's do it. So that's 14.75 BTC. Okay. And let's sell this here. Maybe a bit higher up. It would be best to split that in half, but I can't really be bothered too much. So 14.7. $678 ETH. Okay, fine. So our ETH swap short is gone. It has been trading at a massive premium. We have collected some funding, but because people are so aggressively selling the ETH swap on BitMEX testnet, we had to move out from this idea. I'm pretty convinced that it will come back into positive funding at some point, but at the moment it's a really bad idea to hold it. Are there any other good opportunities? It looks like the XBT USD funding is more or less slowly returning to normal. We have this sell at 12K, so how about we move it to a more reasonable territory? And how are we with the risk of liquidation? So we have 26 Bitcoin of available balance, and that's probably all right. This is how our profits have been going up. Now it's a bit irregular with kind of declared value dropping sometimes, but I think that's because of issues with realized and unrealized profits. Okay, I think we'll conclude an episode here. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please have a look at the links in the description below.